everyone. Barkada Salah, Eid Mubarak. It's Salah today. And I just wanted to talk about this tweet that Peter Obi had done. And so, you know what they call and see finish. Anyway, in a condition, I bed crayfish. If no be condition, say Peter Obi say, let him not mind his business, let him come and contest for election. Some people have to say they won't talk to her anyhow. They don't go there. They will not even be in the same room with Peter Obi, talk less of daring to insult him. For me, it's all to say all sorts of it. It is when you stand up to run for office or you want to serve, these are some of the things that you have to, you have to accept. So, there's a killing, a very gruesome killing. I've talked about it in the previous video. A very gruesome killing that took place in Uromi, in Edo State, Edo Central to be precise, where travelers, I think they are hunters or something, they were intercepted and they were burnt. Jungle justice as usual. That Nigeria's result to. It's so irritating. For me, I've spoken about this jungle justice for so long. I've had people who say to me, it's because thieves have never stolen from you then. And when they did, I say, even up to now, still don't do it. Hand over to the authority. Let the authority do the needful. They ended up, killing those people, burning them in a very gruesome way. And for me, the most irritating part of it is how the killings, and especially killings around Nigeria, not just this particular one, how the killings are being politicized in a way that, because they are from the northern extraction, they are Muslims and they are killed in the south, it becomes, Northerners are being killed, the Muslims are being killed. But if it's Christian, Southerners killed in the north, Southerners are being killed, Christians are being killed. So they forget the fact that these are killings that are happening irrespective. And so some people will only put their voices on it when it has to do with a certain gender, a certain tribe or a certain religion or one thing or the other. I know on Twitter they've insulted me, they've called me out, they've said all sorts of things. Aisha refused to say anything on this. I'm not going to say anything on this issue. Now, I want your voice to be very loud. The way my voice was also the only loud one, the lonely loud voice, when I was making the mass, I said lives must be protected in Edo State. Anyway, I didn't care what your religion is, what your tribe is, whatever. All I cared about was that life need to be protected. And you decided to be quiet and not do anything about it. It's now because something that is related to you, that's now you now feel your humanity comes up. Carry that all humanity and put it on the head. Me kukuma don't send anybody. But anyway, this video is not about me. It's about Mr. Peter Obi. And so Mr. Peter Obi did a tweet about it. He said, the news of the killing of northern travelers in Uromi, Esa Northeast local government area of Edo State is deeply saddening. Such killings have become a recurring tragedy in our decaying society. Acts of violence like these are abhorrent and has no place in our society yesterday. Had no place in our society yesterday, just as they should have no place in any decent society today. Every Nigerian, regardless of ethnic or regional background, has a right to move freely and safely within our nation. Reports indicate that these individuals were accused of being kidnappers, leading to their brutal murder by a mob. While addressing security concerns and combating criminal activities is crucial, resorting to extrajudicial measures undermines the rule of law and exacerbates the cycle of violence. I commend the government for condemning this incident and initiating an investigation. Furthermore, the authorities should also address the killings of Edo indigents to ensure that justice is served for all. The tragic event yesterday underscores the urgent need for enhanced security measures and increased public awareness to prevent such occurrences in the future. Communities must collaborate with law enforcement agencies to ensure that justice is pursued through legal channels rather than through unlawful action. I extend my deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of the victim. Let us all work together to foster a society where peace, unity, and respect for human life prevail. And it was signed P.O. That's all. That's what Peter Obi did. Meanwhile, there are other politicians that have not even said anything. I don't even know whether Tinubu has said anything. But they jumped on Peter Obi's case. If you see the different kind of thing, this is why you will never be president. Peter Obi is not president. You didn't say a life spoil. No. Now you understand. It's not and. It's you that you should be looking for him to come and work like Jackie for you. You should be the one looking for those who are going to work for you. Not the one sitting that, you will not be president. I avoid the one that will kill me. Keep waiting them now. Yes, now. Then Bashir Ahmed, very irritating somebody. Bashir Ahmed, who was spokesperson to, no, not spokesperson, one of those advisors, I think it was advisor on new media to Buhari, that Buhari was deaf, dumb, and blind. It is now that he has turned to the one that sees everything that he couldn't tell to Buhari. He said, this has always been my issue with Peter Obi. Whenever something affects the North, he will always find a way to downplay it or shift focus. In this case, where was the report about the killings of Edo indigenous that suddenly warranted him to call on authorities to address the killings to ensure that justice is served to us? So as far as Bashir is concerned, since the people of Edo State and people of Edo State, he doesn't care. They are not his northern brothers and sisters. They can be killed. Well, Bashir Ahmed, I'm from Edo State, and I've been crying all this while that the people of Edo State are being killed. People of Edo, especially Edo North, that Edo North is, Edo Central is also attached to that. They've been killed, they've been going, they've been crying, and not then it didn't matter to you because it's not a northern blood. Your own humanity is dependent on blood. Yeah, so the killings, we've been crying. I've been one of those that have been crying, even on social media, talking about the killings of the people in Edo State. Every life must matter. Your life should not matter depending on what affiliation you have with those people. Then he goes on to say, Mr. Obi, there's no need to beat around the bush. If you are going to justify such barbarity and cruelty, then do it with your full chest. We are talking about the brutal lynching and burning alive of nearly 20 innocent people. How do you think their families will feel reading your statement that dilutes the gravity of their loss by trying to make false equivalences? This is someone who supported the killing of Deborah in Sokoto. I saw some of them justifying it and say, oh, their religion allowed it. Okay, maybe this one, their customs allow it. If that foolishness sounds okay to anybody. You know, when people do things, I always say, you think you're the only one. You think you have monopoly of violence. You think you're the only one that is crazy. You think you're the only one that is mad. When we are saying these things need to stop, you'll be justifying your own. And then you think it's okay. This is what happens. Every one of us, like I keep saying, we are all victims. You'll be traveling on the road. They'll pack you and say that you look like somebody. And the next thing, they don't put matches for your body. Don't burn you. Me, I will fit the travel with my hijab. They'll say, hey, now this one, they don't burn me there, kill me before anybody will hear anything. That's why when you see something that it's wrong, you stop it. And then, so this person Karo was replying, Bashir, he said, over the last few weeks, there have been reported killings in Edo State, allegedly by suspected header. This is likely what sparked the senseless attack on the 16th. That's what he's referring. Stop the hate. You're meant to be fasting. So Karo was reporting to him. So as far as it's concerned, all the people that have been killed in Edo State, they didn't matter. It's only the fact that until they had the toga of, Northernrs, even when the killings were initially reported, people suspected this thing, it was when they realized, oh, they were Northernrs, that's when they did it. And this is something that we constantly do. And at the end of the day, we are the ones that we end up losing it. Then this one, another one, Yusuf Abdul Bube said, this is why I don't trust to be. Never with my life would I support a such person. Oh, God, don't support him. Support the one you are supporting and enjoy your life. No wahala now. He's not begging for you to support him. Keep your support. No wahala. Then this Abdullah here, how about PO? You should be better than this. How does the killing of innocent 16 passerby Northerners got to do with what is happening internally in Edo State? No, you have nothing to do because they don't have Northern blood now. They don't have Northern, they are not Northern. So their blood, it's okay for them to be killed. You don't see anything wrong in it and you don't see the correlation and the connection. So then this one, Kawu Garba, this one is one very useless handle. That's, he said Peter will be using style to justify the killing of the 16 innocent Northerners. However, I'm not surprised when he was gone, he wants demolishing them. And these are all propaganda lies that have been said repeatedly that they are not so. Anyway, there's no need of even this Kawu Garba. I know this one. And a lot more like that. For me, what I know is that this Abubakar, this one says, I'm extremely disappointed by your stand on the Edo massacre. From now onwards, I am obedient no more. May the souls of those that have been killed rest in peace. What I say to the rest of us, the next to be killed are those of us who are alive. We don't put a stop to this nonsense. It's only a matter of time before it gets to us. Being a victim in Nigeria it's no longer a matter of if you be a victim. It's a matter of when will you be a victim. Because the victim card is going around. Who will it fall on? Let me also round up by saying, yesterday's victims were once survivors. Today's victims were yesterday's survivors. And tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The question is, who is next?
Let us carry forward the lessons of each month of Ramadan. Having learned mercy and forgiveness in this holy month, let us embrace compassion and reconciliation. Personally, I have chosen to forgive all and also pray that anyone I have offended, knowingly or unknowingly, should forgive me. As a demonstration during the recent, as demonstrated during the recent visit of the Southeast and South Muslim delegation. I and the delegation organized prayers for Nigeria, particularly for President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, for the success of his administration by adhering strictly to its protocol. As a Muslim, as has been demonstrated in this month of Ramadan, he should put his total reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and discharge his duty in accordance with the command of Allah and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I also use this period to employ him to trend with caution in the contrived dangerous events that are unfolding in Rivers State, because the events have a parallel in history. That led to the collapse of the First Republic, which started as a little fray among politicians in the then Western region, but later snowballed into a vicious cycle of death and destruction. At the end of that ugly incident, more than 3 million Nigerians lost their lives. The advantages of that episode are still very visible almost 6 decades after. As we celebrate Eid al-Fitr, I use this medium to call on Mr. President to review his actions in Rivers State and restore the democratic order in accordance with the Constitution, and also to bring in those who are close to him that are hell-bent on reenacting the evidence of 1960 to 1970. With their loquacious pronouncement and brutish action, as seen in attempt to hold a mega rally in Bayelsa for the Minister of FCT, Wike, after he has rained insult on the president. Coming back to us as Muslim Ummah in the two most disadvantageous Muslim regions in Nigeria, I particularly commend their resilience and steadfastness throughout this period of the month of Ramadan. Despite the unique challenges we face in our region, we have demonstrated unwavering faith and unflinching commitment to our religious duties. Our dedication to upholding the principle of Islam, even in the face of adversity, is truly commendable. Let us use this occasion to reaffirm our unity and solidarity as a community. Let us work together to overcome the obstacles that hinder our progress and to build a brighter future for ourselves and for the generation to come. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I urge you to extend a helping hand to the needy. Let us embody the true essence of Islamic charity and compassion, making a positive impact on the lives of others around us. On this joyous occasion, I once again pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala should shower his blessings upon you and your families. On this joyous occasion, I once again pray Allah should shower his blessing upon us and our families. I finally pray for President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, particularly for the governor of Rivers State, His Excellency Sir Seminolaye Fobra, the governors of the Southeast and South region, Muslim all over the world, Muslim all over Nigeria and the world, and the suffering and deprived Muslims of Gaza, Yemen, Syria, Lebanon, and finally the Muslims of Iran, who are under the threat of a nuclear escalation by Shaitan and his disciples, as represented by President Donald Trump of the United States of America. May Allah shade you, O people of Iran, Yemen, Gaza, under his throne of protection and mercy. May he strengthen you in all ramifications to bring to shame the evil imagination against the Ummah. May he grant us all peace, prosperity, and happiness. May he accept our good deeds and guide us on the straight path. Amen. Idikum Mubarak Kuleham wa Antum Bikai. Dama Kritubo, Alhaji Mujahid Abubakar Asari, first of its kind, Tabayama Nabiru Mumini, and President General of Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs in the South, East, and South Africa. I want to say that our message to the Muslims and our celebration of Eid, the first Eid in the Elim Kalawari, the source. Elim Kalawari had existed for over 700 years from the records of Bartholomew Diaz, who visited this area in 1444, and Vasco da Gama, who came here around 1448 and 1452, when he was ferried from Fujelemi Ifoko to this place. We thank Allah for giving us the opportunity to fast in this month of Ramadan, to celebrate all brothers and sisters. We also thank our brothers, our non-Muslim brothers, who kept vigil with us, who cooked our food, who plucked mangoes and other food for us to celebrate. We say thank you. This bond of brotherhood among us, this religious diversity that exists among us, but the brotherhood, strong brotherhood that transcends our religion, is most commendable. As a man of the place where Muslims are less than 1%, it's no job. And people have shown me so much love.